Hello, welcome to another video on the Scouring Early Access. This is going to be another video on the 8-player free-for-all tournament, but as I have mentioned in a previous video, these 3 players all got 15 points, and so to get a tiebreaker to determine who gets first place and then second and third place, I allowed these 3 players to play free-for-all matches with each other, and they were free to pick whatever map they wanted to play on. So this is going to be the first match with, of course, Part-Timer, Dr. Ick, and Hollow. And over here, Part-Timer plays as Orange Human, makes some barracks, a sawmill, and a farm. Over here, on the bottom, Yellow Human, Hollow, looks like he's making a barracks, double barracks even. So he's going to be getting some wood to get some farms. And over here, the sign player, Dr. Ick, playing his humans, of course. He's making a fast barracks. I guess a farm, so looks like swordsman heavy game. But of course, I allowed all of these 3 players to pick whatever map they wanted, so I wouldn't be the reason for whatever unfair map it would be. It's a small map, so it'll unbalanced, I guess. Even this one you can see here, this one has 3, 6, 9 gold veins, but these 2 bases, you can see here, only has 6, and the science base has 6 gold mines as well. But overall, I don't think it's going to make that big a difference. Anyways, over here you can see Hollow's making out a swordsman. Already going to be moving out to try and clear some neutrals. Part-Timer already has a similar amount. And then Dr. Ick, of course, his favorite playstyle, to make a smithy and move out on a map with a group of swordsmen, maybe a cannon or 2. And of course, fighting wolves is the best idea. It's going to damage your units less, and there's more health in total, so you can somewhat level up your units a little easier as well. And Dr. Ick, the final guy, to try and find some neutrals. Of course, killing some trolls. So it's a good way to get all the gold to, I guess, boost your technological speed so you can get a faster tier 2. Maybe an extra building. You can do quite a lot with an extra 200 gold. Your Part-Timers killing some goblin archers. Dr. Ick finally found a troll here. In the meantime, we can see Part-Timer switching to a archer heavy, I guess, composition. Just a handful of swordsmen. Probably he used to pick up all the potions from this crate that everyone gets. It's getting a smithy. And of course, Hollow doesn't have much wood for anything else but farms. So his army is going to be mostly made out of swordsmen. Unfortunately, here you can see he loses 2 swordsmen. He was a little busy macroing. So Part-Timer's killing some wolves. Over here, this cannon got a bit damaged. Maybe Dr. Ick didn't really have much experience on this map, so he probably doesn't know where most of the neutrals are at. Goodbye, Mr. Cannon. Over here you can see Hollow is already taking over outposts. Part-Timer is going to be getting quite a lot of XP here by shooting these bandits. But of course, maybe he doesn't know. that back in demo days, you can just surround this outpost with all the archers. Just going to maximize their miss chance so they miss quite more often. It's going to allow your archers to level up to level 3 even more efficiently. And over here you can see part-timer's already making an expansion. You got a safe cannon. Maybe Son rushes him and now he's getting a tier 2. Getting another cannon. Over here, Dr. Ick finally got some vengeance on these filthy goblin archers. And of course, it is turned on for goblin waste because it just helps with making the games go by a little faster. And of course, it does level up your army quite a lot. It gives you quite a lot of gold, so you get to invest it into whatever you want. Looks like over here, Dr. Ick already making a few dwarves. There's a cannon, a few swordsmen. Howl still printing on a swordsman. Just making a few cannons. Still on tier 1, so is Dr. Ick. Part-timer has 2 cannons. He's even getting a dwarven damage upgrade, but he doesn't have any dwarven taverns yet. It's going to be a little inefficient. Taking this outpost, making guard towers, which of course you can put your cannons on top of. Just going to make attacking to this position very costly. Top here you can see Hollow scouted where his other enemy is at. And I saw he did find out where part-timer is. In the meantime, Dr. Ick is just keeping to himself, being more defensive. I guess part-timer was maybe a little similar, but he did see Cyan's army here. So that easily cancels out and shows that Howl should be in the bottom. Here you can see Howl is getting a tier 2. Just making even more swordsmen. Dr. Ick sprinting more dwarves. More swords, getting a tier 2. Part-timer already had his expansion for quite some time. He's already making double dwarven tavern. Probably to just start printing on the dwarves. And of course, if you have a faster tier 2, you're able to get a shoot ability, potentially, or even arching damage. Here, part-timer's making a stable, so probably thinking ahead to make a tier 3 upgrade on his town hall. Looks like over here, Hollow is not really thinking of expanding. Maybe thinking of just doing a big all-in. Just trying to eliminate an enemy with just pure massive units. But I guess he did a little mistake. You can see, like most of his swordsmen don't have any potions. Maybe if you have a sprinkled in a few potions. So you should be thinking of getting a few potions before doing a all-in kind of attack. Here you see some dwarves. And just scouting up part-timer's army. See, part-timer's actually making potions. Which is extremely important, because without potions, your army is going to be dying twice as fast. Over here, Dr. Ick also not expanding. Maybe also thinking of just doing a big attack with a big army. Trying to secure, I guess, maybe first place. Sure. I guess in the thinking of maybe while 2 players are busy killing each other, you can go on top of them and finish the job with whatever the winning player had. And over here you can see Hollow begins his assault, but there's no supporting units. There's only swordsmen, and there's no potions on them, so this is gonna go exactly as we predicted, because part-timer has all the potions, so eventually, even without all this range support, Hollow would be losing here. And so this is what it looks like, because usually if you're making all the swordsmen, they need at least some kind of support, maybe a group of archers, a group of dwarves, maybe even 2 or 3 cannons to bombard all these squishy ranged units. And so there you have it. Hollow lost quite a lot of swordsmen. This maybe his little advantage he had. All those extra units. In the meantime, Dr. Ick scouting around the map. And I guess he did scout that oranges over here, so it's potentially going to be walking towards there. But I guess unfortunate for Hollow, he decides to turn and see what's over here. Trying to attack Hollow now, and of course, getting double team is not really great. But that is part of free-for-all, where there are no rules. You can pretty much do whatever you want, mostly. So here, Yellow lost a lot of swordsmen. It's going to be dying here. I think Dr. Ick saw this. Potentially, he could rush into part-timer's base, while part-timer's auto busy finishing off the yellow player. Even utilizing his dwarves to climb on top and delete buildings. They're very difficult to defend against, unless you have a swordsman and workers repairing a building. Looks like over here, Hollow's running away to try and survive, in the hopes of maybe Dr. Ick could do some damage to part-timer. Part-timer's even getting a 3rd base. Dr. Ick only got a 2nd base not that long ago. Looks like this cannon is doing quite a lot of work. Killing quite a few dwarves. And here there's just a lot of ranged units. And without any cannons, you can't really break this dwarf spam. Now here, part-timer still hunting down the yellow player. So yellow doesn't really have much left. And eventually he decides to surrender. And of course, it's going to be the same score system, where if you get eliminated first, you get 1 point. If you get eliminated second, you get 2 points. And if you survive, you get 3 points. Looks like over here, Dr. Ick's not really breaking through here. Losing quite a lot of dwarves to this cannon. Part-timer can just last you forever. So you build all the potion crates. And over here, part-timer even enters side player's base. And there's pretty much nothing that's going to stop this army. On top of this failed offensive. And so that's pretty much it. And the part-timer is going to be the victor in this first tie-breaking match. And so pretty much Dr. Ick gets 2 points. And part-timer gets 3 points. Let's see results. You can see here, there's quite substantial advantage. of getting an expansion quite quickly. That part-timer got. Here, I guess I'll get attacked first, so that's why Dr. Ike has a bit more gold. Here you can see part-timer quite killed pretty much both of these players, you could say. Quite all the kills, or the goblin kills. It is huge amount of production. And over here I'm going to leave some scores, like always, to show the current scoreboard for each player. Anyways, if you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to see more videos on the Scouring Early Access, then you can subscribe. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.